guys, we're back. We have another beer from Byron's Homebrewing to review, but this time it's the Supercharger. This is the infamous Supercharger, Paul Wicksteed. Seems to be the rite of passage for many homebrewers, because Paul Wicksteed, bit of a legend. He was unfortunately he passed kind of before I really got into homebrewing, but that hasn't stopped him being a massive help to me, and I'm sure everyone watching. So this is a beer that he was kind of known for, I'm pretty sure his ties were with Panhead Brewery. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Paul Wicksteed. Bless his soul, may he rest in peace. This is again from Byron's Homebrewing. He sent me a care package, 3 beers, 500 grams of hops. What a legend. But the thing is, he hasn't actually tried a Supercharger. Now, my own personal story with the Supercharger is I bought it. We go camping with Aaron's family. We kind of know each other through our kids. But anyway, when we go camping, both Aaron and I are... by the way, you can see Aaron in videos such as this one. Rather than buy, slabs of beer, we're more of a we like to try new craft beer sort of thing. So we each go and buy 4 to 8, depending on how long we're camping for, special beers, as well as a 6-pack of something for the trip. And we enjoy those. And I bought a Panhead Supercharger because I'd heard good words about Panhead Supercharger. And I distinctly remember it. We were, sun was setting. It was kind of a mild, not cold, but not warm either, afternoon. And we were having it in, blue metal camping mugs. And I popped it in. And the blend of the sweet malt with those hops, pretty sure it's Simcoe, Centennial, and Amarillo? Yes. It was just magic, and we both had a sip, and we looked at each other going, this is amazing. So we had to brew it, and so we ended up doing our own homebrew version of it in a 50 litre kegel that I had, which I no longer have anymore. So we split the batch. And my keg blew like that, and I was like, what the hell? It can't be finished already. I enjoyed that beer a lot. But anyway, we're here to talk about Byron's Supercharger. Now, I apologise, I'm probably rambling on a bit because I've just finished his Pride of Ringwood, as well as one of my beers as well, so I'm kind of on my way already. So here we go. Can I open this one this time? Nope. I'm going to need the help from the old tea towel. Even that's a bit of a struggle. Bit of a hiss. Oh, we've still got carbonation streaming up. There we go. Ooh, yes. I'm just going to rinse my glass out. Sneak preview. Now, this one I know has come straight off the keg, and Byron said that he had to force carbonate it quickly. Otherwise he wasn't going to get it off to me in time. But, consequently, it's not as clear as his previous one. But, I've never been that's never stopped me from enjoying a beer. Clarity. Overrated. So, it's cloudy. But, I think my Supercharger was quite cloudy as well. If I can find the picture of my Supercharger clone, I'll put it up here somewhere. Now, it's been a while since I've had a supercharger, and I've had a range of superchargers from like light bulb, amazing supercharger to what the hell was that? That wasn't a supercharger. This is just in a supercharger bottle, and lots of things in between. So it smells pretty good. It's pretty cold, so I might let it warm up a bit before I come back for the aroma. But I'm gonna dive in. So cheers, Byron. That's pretty good. That lovely pairing of those hops, the Simcoe gets that real earthiness, and the Amarillo gives that real sort of orange punch, and the Citra kind of gives a slight piney note. Citra, I'm not talking about Centennial. The malts, I don't know if you use the toffee malt in there, Byron, or if you subbed it for something else. But judging from the colour, it looks like you've used a crystal. Actually, I have it here. What did he do? There you go. Grains, pale malt, caramalt, sub from the original recipe, caramel malt, yeah. He says I'm probably way off with the subs. Colour-wise, it looks a little bit dark, and it's obviously not clear yet, but taste-wise, it's got that slight caramelly sweetness. Taste-wise, from memory of the holy grail of supercharger that I've had, it's pretty darn close, mate. Certainly the hop combo is really nice. Again, same with your last beer. I'm not picking up any faults in the beer. The only thing in terms of being a true clone is that color is dark on the real deal, and it's murky. But flavor-wise, you've got that hint of toffee. The original, as you probably know, uses the Gladfield's toffee malt, which, interestingly, actually, Brewlosophy did a recent episode where they were down in the New Zealand Homebrew Con, and there was an interview with the woman who owns Gladfield Malts. Blanking on her name, but I'll put a link to the video up here. Really interesting. She talks about toffee malt being one of their sort of special malts, which is really different to what everyone else is doing. Anyway, I'm rambling on. This video is probably going to go for half an hour. It's been a long week. Last teaching week. Woo! And this is Friday. This is my happy Friday. It's not an effort Friday, it's E for effort, that's what it is. Not an F for effort. E for effort Friday. And I'm enjoying some quality homebrews from Byron's Homebrew. So I'll put a little link to his channel here. Give him a like, give him a sub. Really nice guy. As is everyone. As is everyone on the BrewTube. Yeah. If I was to have any sort of criticism of the beer, I think the murkiness and the caramel... Did you use crystal, was it? Caramel malt, yeah. The caramel malt makes it a little bit thicker and more caramelly than the original. The original's still got that sort of sweetness of the caramel malt. It's not as thick, it's not as chewy in the mouthfeel. Not that it's a heavy beer. It's just I think the combination of the slightly the cloudy beer, and that the caramel malt is quite a thick, sweet flavour, and that the toffee malt gives you sweetness without the thickness, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's one of my favourite hop combos, the Citra, Centennial, and Amarillo. What would you bitter with? Okay, Pride of Ringwood. That's probably another area as well. But the level of bitterness is, from memory, really good. That's probably kind of that slightly cloudy flavour from the Pride of Ringwood as the bittering hop that I was maybe mistaking for the cloudiness of the beer. That's slightly harsh, resinous bittering quality of the Pride of Ringwood that I've read about. But yeah, the aroma is, like, from memory, is bang on, and it's a pretty close approximation. I will source a supercharger for you, and I'll return the favour. I'll send you some of my beers, but also a can or a bottle of the supercharger. Don't drink it all, though. I mean, your keg. You have to hang on to your keg, not drink all this before I get my post off to you. I'll try to do it in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, but yeah, do a side by side, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hopefully. Fermented with Mangrove Jack's M44 West Coast. I believe the original recipe calls for WLP 001. I'm not detecting any problems with the yeast or the esters or anything. But yeah, I think I'll stop it there. I've been going on for too long. So this has been Stas from Stas Brewing. Thanks again to Byron's Homebrew. This is a pretty good, if this is early on, consider your rite of passage. You've subbed well. You've approximated the beer, the infamous beer. I think Paul Wicksteed would be proud. I'm certainly enjoying the beer. So that's enough from me. This is Stas signing out. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Byron.